Alright, let's take a look at these two videos by Amala Ekpanobi, because they're both on the same, basically the same stuff. Right, deportation.
You're gonna have to do your own dishes, or clean your own house, or mow your own lawn, and oh, that wonderful produce, the organic produce you get for your brunches? All gone. Yeah. You're gonna actually have to do some work around your house.
The message isn't quite hitting like you think it's hitting. Well, guys, the Trump administration is finally following through on its illegal immigration policy, and the left is very upset. They're rioting, protesting, taking to the streets. And we must ask ourselves the question, is he only getting rid of those who are mowing our lawns, doing our dishes, and picking our produce? I think not. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better.
Okay.
Yeah, you better.
Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe.
Sure.
Now, of course, a lot has been going on in this country.
There you go.
With the LA riots and protests, the No Kings protests that are happening all across the country and really all over the world.
Yeah, they died
now,
down
the video in
now,
particular has sparked my interest. It's
I don't think there's any more going on
it's
today.
a woman in LA
At least
who
I
is
didn't see any
slamming
today.
ICE in the Trump administration for their immigration policy and the following through on that immigration policy, which is really starting off
this
with
was 7 days
deporting
ago.
illegal
So
immigrants who are criminals in
7
this
days ago,
country, and
there
then
was
moving
still
forward
some
from there. Now,
some
her
protests,
major
but not a
claim
lot.
here is that you're getting rid of the people who are doing your dishes and, cleaning up your houses and mowing your lawns. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
So I'm in my beautiful city, LA, and I have friends texting me like all morning. My gardener didn't show up. My housekeeper didn't show up. My farmer's market was closed.
Yeah,
Everyone's
I remember
scared. Well, this is not going to just happen in LA. And you 1%ers that only voted for Trump because of money? Guess what? You're going to have to do your own dishes, or clean your own house, or mow your own lawn, and oh, that wonderful
I
produce,
kind of already
the
do
organic
that, in a
produce you get
sense.
for your brunches?
I mean, I guess for the
all
lawn
gone.
part.
Yeah, you're going to actually have to do some work around your house. These people are important.
Okay. Thank you so much for that take. These people are important because they do dishes and mow lawns, and they clean up around your house. Now, there's a lot of more complexity to this that we're going to get into. But at baseline, does it not remind you of this exact Kelly Osbourne clip?
If you kick every Latino out of this country, then
no.
who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
I remember this.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying that
There's more jobs to be
in LA, they always
but
they don't.
Latinos are not only the only
No,
people
I didn't mean it
doing
like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that.
I would never mean it. Like
No,
that.
I mean in the sense that this is what you sound like. This is how the fuck you sound when you're talking about these issues. Now I can understand it. There is a significant portion of these jobs that are taken up by illegal immigrants and illegal alien workers. So it makes sense that this point is being made. But I just have to let everybody know how they sound when they're making this point and saying, you know what, these people are very important. My gardener didn't show up this morning, or I had a very tough time because the farmer's market was closed this weekend.
Ever since
sound a little bit less progressive than you think you do. And just a little side fact,
the
because she
election,
mentioned those 1%ers
even
who are
before
voting
the
for Trump
election,
because
they
of
were
their
crying.
money. Kamala Harris
now-
actually led
they're
with
crying
those
even
making
more.
$200,000 or more here in the United States in her election, while Trump led with American citizens who are making $100,000 or less. So where did the 1%ers go?
Basically,
now,
he's
we also have
appealing
clear up
to
this
the
idea,
middle
this
class.
sort of, I don't know, should we call it a utopian view that the only people who ever enter this country illegally are those
He's
who
appealing
are
to the working class.
purely looking for opportunity, and they got it like sort of down and out in their country, and they're coming here to do the jobs that Americans don't want to do. They're coming to be the cleaning ladies and to mow the lawn and to clean the house, this, that, and the third that everybody's constantly talking about when they speak about illegal immigration. Let's clear something up, because as an LA resident who is experiencing these protests and riots and hearing it from everybody just exactly how this is going down in our city, who has friends that are out of work because their businesses are boarded up, who's hearing from business owners who've had their places looted by people who are apparently doing so in the name of effing ICE and trying to stick it to this administration.
Yeah, basically.
We have a lot going on here that I feel like
you
is
have
totally misconstrued.
politicians to
now, I'm
thank
going
for
to take
that.
you to the page on X of Homeland Security. and we're going to read what they
Hakeem
posted on X
Jeffries and
about a
all
lot of
those
the work
fucking
they're doing
idiots.
here in LA when it comes to deportation of illegal
AOC.
aliens. Now, Homeland Security writes
New
to the
Scum,
LA rioters,
Karen Bass.
you will not stop us or slow us down. So there you go. The protesting and rioting
Mayor
is
Brandon
really
Johnson.
making its mark and making a difference. ICE will continue to enforce the law and arrest criminal illegal aliens. Now, criminal is a pretty
basically
important
all
word
these sanctuary
there. They say
cities
below
or
is a list of
states,
some of the
you're
violent
not
criminal
gonna have
aliens
any help.
arrested in ICE's Los
They're
Angeles
basically
operation
allowing
on June
criminals
9th and 10th.
to go up in
We
there.
go and read here. A 53-year-old illegal alien from Cambodia. And this guy's crime history involves conviction for transport of a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance, and lewd action with a child and battery. Next one, a 66-year-old illegal alien from Laos who was convicted of lewd and lascivious acts with a child under 14. Next, an illegal alien from Mexico who was arrested by ICE in Los Angeles and convicted of drug trafficking. Another one here, an illegal alien from Mexico who was arrested by ICE in Los Angeles for criminal convictions of manufacturing amphetamine. He also has previous arrests for document fraud and possession of a weapon. Let's read one more. An arrest by ICE in Los Angeles of an illegal alien from Mexico who was arrested for human smuggling and
the White
money
House
laundering.
had a bunch of those posters. Oops.
Feeling these guys are not the ones
the White
who
House
are
had a
doing your
bunch of
dishes,
those posters
mowing your lawn, or picking the organic fruit that you buy from the farmer's market on Sunday when you go to what, I don't know, Melrose Trading Post or something like that. I don't know what you guys are up to, but this sort of utopian view that everybody is here with 5 pesos in their pocket and a dream is just not correct. And while I can have
we have politicians like this who fuck around.
For somebody
there's nothing
who
we can
wants
do.
to make it to this country in order to exercise the opportunities that are
ass.
awarded here to those who live here, we have a legal process for doing that. Now, you can argue that our legal process should be expanded and that we should allow for more immigration into this country through a legal means. But when people are entering this country illegally and starting a relationship with this country on a criminal basis, what more do you expect than for ICE and our government to enforce our immigration policy? That's what you should ask of your government as a U.S. citizen. Now, even the New York Post acknowledges here, migrants busted in L.A. include convicted sex abusers, drug dealers, and gang members. Okay, so are these not individuals?
That was during the LA protest.
Want off of our streets, and if they have entered our country on an illegal basis, maybe we want them out of the country as well. I hate to consistently bring up this case, but it is a case that shook the United States to its core. It's the case of Laken Riley, a girl who was murdered by an illegal alien who put her through an over 17-minute battle for her life and sexually assaulted her. Now, of course, Laken Riley ended up dead. Her life was taken by an illegal alien, and an illegal alien that had quite the rap sheet and quite the criminal convictions. So do we not want these individuals taken care of and taken out of our country? Yes or no? And if we can acknowledge that ICE and our immigration system as it stands today is working on that very basis, shouldn't we be cheering them on instead of taking to the streets, protesting, rioting with stupid, ridiculous signs that sort of prove that we should not be taken seriously?
Well, it's hard to take some of these people seriously.
I don't know,
but
we seem to have this view
a lot of
that
politicians
every single immigrant that is deported by ICE
seriously.
is just this law-abiding individual who's coming into America to do no harm, to just do more for American citizens. In fact, we are so often duped by this idea that people on the internet have been getting tricked by a fake audio. It's not necessarily a fake audio. It's an audio from a movie of a young girl crying about her mother being taken away by ICE. Now, you're going to see a long list of people hopping on TikTok and crying to this audio because they cannot believe that ICE is separating a mother from her child. Now, again, you know where the audio is from now. I've spoiled it for you, but let's see this video.
It was brought to my attention that the sound of the little girl
call
crying
it
because her mother's getting deported is not even real. It's from a movie. Oh my gosh, bro. Y'all sound so dumb. Let me show you something.
Liberal tears. Just wait for it.
No.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing.
You said
This is where it came from.
Yeah.
Like, you guys just look stupid. Like, you look so stupid. Please. I can't with you anymore. I can't. Keep crying about it, I guess. Keep tagging me in y'all's videos. I don't care. Keep crying about it.
And the interesting thing is, you know, as people are sharing these audios, I get why you may have a visceral reaction to this. I get why this will make you emotional. It is an emotional story. But you have to think logically about the impact that this not only has on your country, but the West at large. Mass immigration is going to be the downfall of the West. And if we do not enforce our immigration policy, we do not have
just look at UK and fucking Europe,
if we do not
some of
create
France,
an actual border and enforce that
Germany,
people stay on the other end
Sweden,
of the border,
Ireland,
we do not have
some
a
of these
border.
places are
and
fucked
if we
up.
do not figure this out and figure it out quickly,
I mean, I lump UK in there because they're like super close to the fucking
and we're going
EU,
to understand
right?
that in the
Like
hardest way possible.
They're literally like
feel it in the worst
20 or 40 kilometers
possible.
away
so
from, right? 100 kilometers.
What it's going to take to make people wake up to this.
Literally have a
maybe
bridge to
it's going to be
connect
how
them.
different our country feels as we continue to enforce these policies and these laws. We all deserve to be safe in our country as citizens. We all deserve to have an actual immigration policy that is enforced like virtually every other country outside of the United States. And if you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. And as somebody who's living in LA and seeing what's happening in the wake of these protests, it's absolutely ridiculous. You have downtown where businesses are boarded up and completely closed, which means this. You are keeping hardworking Americans out of their jobs. They are being told not to come to work. So they don't get to work now because you've decided that illegal aliens should be able to enter this country at whatever time that they see fit. And when they're here, they should stay. So we not only harm the lives of Americans with this willy-nilly allowance of illegal immigration, but now because of your choice to protest and riot and make these stupid signs and, you know, get on a police car and jump on it or set it on fire, you're holding hardworking Americans
rocks
out
at
of their jobs.
Police officers. Like,
make it make sense, please, guys. Now we're going to be doing way more commentary on this because it's a much larger issue. We're going to cover the No Kings protest and all this other stuff that people are doing because the willingness for people to just go out in the streets and cosplay oppression at any time in this country is just at levels the likes of which we've never seen before. But I just gotta say, if you think
we're worried about that shit when we should be worried about this kind of shit. Like literally people trying to fucking stab you and shit.
Mow lawns or clean houses out of this country.
You got people fucking attacking politicians and shit.
Now, should we have a conversation about the type of immigrants we
about
want
that
to allow
kind of
into the United States and bringing more hardworking people who are seeking opportunity into this country? Absolutely. But should we also have a conversation?
I mean, it's fiery but
about
peaceful,
the lack of enforcement of immigration policy and law in this country?
Tesla attacks, you know?
Yeah, we should. And with that, those are my thoughts on this, okay? Guys, drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Have you seen any of these videos? Have you seen other excuses that people are making for taking to the streets and protesting and rioting?
Get them the
people
fuck out.
that have. Are you one of those individuals? Let me know how you feel about that down below. As always, if you disagree with anything I said in this video, do get out, but do so respectly. I encourage healthy debate on the channel.
We should get
click the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video for you guys.
He's I don't. Cash Patel. I don't know how much he's gonna be able to help us. Yeah. All right, and then we will also take a look at her recent one. Oh yeah, if you want to take a look at this video right here. And then there's obviously some comments. I'm not going to go over comments. Usually I don't go over comments. Sometimes I will, sometimes I don't. I'm trying to just go fast this time. And then we have this one.
Guys, they've done it. The left is one. They've put out a new ad attacking Republicans for their take on immigration and these ICE deportations, and Republicans are, quite frankly, scrambling to respond to this scathing ad. This could be the nail in the coffin for the Republican Party. I'm kidding, of course. I'm going to show you one of the worst ads ever made.
Oh yeah, they're so bad. Oh yeah, that ad.
So stick around.
Oh my god, I don't think I played that ad or showed that ad. Oh my god, that ad is so fucking bad.
Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe. Yes, today we're going to be watching an ad from the Progress Action Fund. They're a left-leaning organization that makes these, quite frankly,
Oh yeah, give me a second. Sorry. That does continue.
Ads targeting the Republicans and Republican Party. And when you go to their website, before you even get to view this ad, it says when Republicans go low, we go lower. And I gotta tell you, this next ad, it's low indeed. Now, this is all about the immigration issue that we're dealing with as a country right now, and the ICE deportations. And apparently, ICE is coming after your big booty Latina girlfriend. Men. This is an ad for men, by the way. Let's watch.
No, they're coming after my AOCs.
Yeah, me
oh
too. I really like.
What are you doing? She's coming with us. What are you talking about? Who are you? I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we're rounding up illegals. She was born here. She's a citizen. I don't care. She looks like one of them. But don't worry. When she's in prison in
El Salvador, the shit was so funny.
She'll have lots.
Wait for this. Pulls a Biden. It pulls a fucking Biden.
Okay, second of all, I don't know what I just watched, but I know that what I just watched.
Fucking pulls a goddamn Biden.
It's never happened in the history of ever. It's not happened in the history of ever, guys. Okay, so that makes this a shitty ad, but nonetheless, somebody spent a lot of money on this, and for that, I applaud them. Now, they quote Donald Trump at the end here, and it says, the homegrowns are next. And this is a reference to Donald Trump talking about sending criminals to El Salvador and, deporting them from the United States. And he made this comment saying, homegrown criminals are next. Like, criminals that were born here, we will also send to El Salvadorian prisons, which...
It went full on this mode.
Probably not going to happen, but also, is it the worst thing in the world? I don't think so. Now, let's get into, the meat of this ad, because somebody had to sit in a room, and I presume pitch this to a group of people. I hope that that's how these people work, that they actually try to speak to a group of people before they create something like this. They did, and it's still flopped, but here we are. So this guy's on a date with this girl. He's like, oh my gosh, I had such a good time. And then all of a sudden, these balaclava, I don't know, hooded individuals come and grab not only her, but also him, without announcing who they are, what they're doing, without asking her a single question about her identity or
honestly,
her
I gotta get
status.
me one of
and
those.
she's apparently going to be deported.
I can come
to
on
where?
stream and
Who
be
knows?
like, I don't know
Who
what.
knows? And when the boyfriend says, wait, she is a U.S. citizen, they say, I don't care.
And then
she
I can
looks
come in
like
and be
one
like,
of them. Now, I get what they're
"Purge the
trying to say.
unclean."
Republicans are racist. They all look alike, yada, yada, yada. But let's take a look at that young woman. That's the most white-passing Latina I've ever seen in my life. Trust, if you look anything like this young woman, you are at no risk whatsoever of being randomly deported while saying bye to your boyfriend.
Yeah, I mean, these guys
unless you're
don't get
actually,
deported,
in
and
this
they're throwing
country
shit at
illegally.
cars.
And right now, with the state
And
of
blocking
ICE deportations,
highways.
if you're in this country illegally,
This was an
you've,
old
committed
one,
a crime.
but yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're focusing on. But here we are. And then they do this creepy thing at the end where she's going to have lots of company in El Salvador, which is essentially alluding to the idea that not only do Republican congressmen want to deport you, but they want you to be raped in a prison in El Salvador. You guys are weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. But of course, this is the caricature that's been painted of, I guess, Republicans in general, and they have such an evil view of who Republicans are as individuals that an ad like this can come out no sweat, and they're totally fine to do that. And on their website, they'll say, when Republicans go low, we will go lower. At least that they're admitting that this is lower. I mean, lower indeed. I mean, like, way,
how
way,
can
way,
you?
way, way lower. But people
how can you go up against these guys,
video
right?
and taking
I
it
mean,
seriously
come
and saying
on.
this is a good ad.
Right.
Here we have a tweet on X. It says, breaking, both the White House and the RNCC have lashed out at the creators of this ad. It must have struck a nerve. Maybe they don't like being outed as fascists. You know what to do. Spread this everywhere. And I gotta make the point, if any of the things that were actually happening in this ad were happening in real life, Republicans would already be outed as fascists. They wouldn't need an ad to do it.
They'd already be kicked
There's
out.
not a woman in the world who's like ending
you'd
her
hear
date and then getting
impeachment
deported
all the
by these
fucking time.
masked, covered faces who don't identify that they're ICE, and then when they find out she's a citizen, they take her anyways. I can't help but go over the plot of this again, because again, somebody pitched this plot, said, some sort of iteration of what I just said out loud to you guys, and people went, yep. Yep. Not only did they say, yep, we have Eric Swalwell tweeting out Trump's America. Somebody saw someone, yep, that's what Trump's America looks like right now. And that's
Remember
why we
these
have
two
the
women
shit
that
that's
were
happening in our country
crying over
happening
that
right now. We
shit?
saw all these LA protests against
Oh
ICE.
man, this
We
was
saw the
an
No
old
Kings
one. This was back
protests
in
or whatever.
what,
It's because people
20
actually believe that this is what Trump's America looks like. If
2024?
I'm the only person to tell you this all day.
2023?
Guys,
I forgot
This is
what.
not what it looks like. But apparently this ad is meant to target young
They're
men.
literally
I looked
crying
up
over
this
that
like
shit.
progressive action or progress action fund and wanted to see
They're
what the
like,
goal
"Oh,
was here. Now,
we
one of the
don't
leaders
want
of this
to do
fund
this
says
to our
that they found that after
sanctuary
showing this
city,
ad
but
to
we
young
have to
men,
because
which Trump
Trump
won by
is
a
putting
landslide,
pressure
30
on us."
points in this last election, that young men under 30 supported Democrats and viewed them favorably by about 4 points. It moved the needle, this ad. Young men, are you okay? Whichever men were in this focus group, are you okay?
Yeah, Jesus.
If anything,
That,
what we should use
I guess
this
they're like
ad as a litmus
AOC,
test
and they
for
feel
is if we
depressed
show you
today.
this ad as a young man and you feel like this changes your vote from Republican to Democrat, we need to take your right to vote away.
Right. Yeah.
We need to have you. We should be like, you know what? Did this ad move you? And they're like, yeah, bro, move me to vote Democrat. And we just have you, okay, sign this paper. Don't worry about reading the fine print. And it's just a piece of paper where you sign away your right to vote. Where you unregister yourself as a U.S. voter. Because what? How is this moving the needle?
Well, I
Now,
mean, you could be these
many would
kids,
look at this
right?
and think the Progress Action Fund needs to go. And this is not the first time they've,
Right,
they've made an
remember this
an ad
shit.
like
They
this.
can't
If you
even
go to
spell
their website,
properly.
they have a whole tab
Remember
for viral videos. The one I just showed you is
That
called
was
Republican
bad.
Kidnappers. Let's show you another one in 2024 that's called Republicans Killing Your Wife. Let's play that ad.
Jesus.
Dr. Davis, what do I do?
John, she needs an abortion, or she's going to die from the pregnancy.
Sorry. That's not happening. What are you doing? Who are you?
That's
I'm your Republican congressman.
I'm sorry.
Now that we're in
How is
charge,
he just
we
straight
banned
up in the house?
Okay, we don't
And
need to
just
watch
being
any more
like,
of that. You guys are
"I'm
freaks."
taking
Let's
your
look up
phone
one more
away.
just so you can get the vibe. This one's called Republicans in Your Bedroom. I can't show you the beginning of this ad because it is quite literally a couple getting into it, if you know what I mean. But the male tries to reach for a contraceptive, and that's where we'll start the ad.
Sorry, you can't use those.
You can't use these.
Who are you?
I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we're banning birth control.
And dude, it's not just the
Banning
Progress
birth
Action Fund that is
control.
making these Democrat ads that
You
are absolutely
must
horrible. Do you
get
guys remember
pregnant.
that Harris Walls
No
ad?
birth
I think we
control.
reacted to it on this channel about
You will
men
get
being men and voting for Kamala.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man. And I'm man enough.
I love women. I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
Or that like random Will Ferrell ad that was trying to urge men to vote Democrat.
This election is going to be one of the closest in
Oh
history.
my God, I forgot
Your vote
about
will
that.
make the difference. Last
Yeah.
time, only a few thousand votes kept Trump out of office. And this time, we will hold you personally responsible, Gary. Don't forget to vote, Gary.
These people will spend endless amounts of money to make the worst ads possible. And come to think of it, funnily enough, most if not all of these ads are made to target men. And now we can see why the Democrats are flopping so hard with men. It's like they can't even speak any amount of English that can
All the
break
ads.
through
Where's
to
the two
a male
bellies,
mind. And they haven't been
Stacey?
able to for quite some time.
Where's
And these
the
ads
two bellies?
completely exemplify that. And you know what? You could watch an ad like this as a Republican or whatever. I'm not even registered Republican, but it doesn't matter. You could watch an ad like this and be like, this is so awful. They're painting a caricature
I
of
mean,
Republicans.
it's on
Or
the
you could
same
just let
vibes
'em
as
go.
this, right?
Just let them keep doing it. You're forking out money
Right?
to like get the set for this whole ad, to pay the actors, to write
Oh,
the
it's
script,
okay.
to get the cameras and the lighting and the yada yada yada, to get it out and marketed to the American public. Please keep spending your money in that way because it's one of the most ridiculous things I've seen ever. And if people are moved by these ads, they're not the people you want as a member of your party anyway. Like, I think we're good. I think we're good on that, homie. So please, 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 Progress Action Fund. Keep it coming, keep creating, and I will wait for your next wonderfully hilarious hyperbolic ad. And that's how I feel about your random Latina baddie girlfriend getting
I mean, remember this
deported
guy?
by ICE, even though so many are asking that you don't deport the Latina baddies.
Why does everybody ask me if I'm Latina? Isn't it obvious?
Well, guys, those are my thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, if you disagree with anything said in this video, do get out, but do so respectfully. I encourage healthy debate on this channel.
No,
and if you
that's
like this
good.
video, like,
I,
subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video for you guys, which is every day. And I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but
Bye.
these guys are, yeah. I mean, some of these politicians are out of their fucking mind. They're just out to fuck you. Right? Because they got shit like this, right? Oh, okay. Anyways, there you have it. Amla Ekpanobi. Give her a like, subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching. If you like my content and like watching what I do, please give a like and subscribe. We also do video game content as well. See ya.